Hello everyone, today I am going to discuss the short story The Last Leaf by O. Henry, and I shall give you some important notes. You may copy them. O. Henry was an American short story writer. His full name was William Sidney Porter. He was better known by his pet name O. Henry. He was born on 11th of September 1862 and died on 5th June 1910. He wrote nearly 600 stories about life in America. The Last Leaf by O. Henry is a short story published in 1907 in his collection The Trimmed Lamp and Other Story. The story is set in Greenwich Village. This story is about an old frustrated artist who saves the life of a young artist dying of pneumonia by giving her the will to live. The central theme here is death and its correlation to life. So let's now get into this story. Once upon a time, there was a village named Greenwich where all the poor painters lived together. There also lived two women named Johnsy and Sue in a common apartment. Johnsy has come down with pneumonia. She was severely ill. Her friend Sue used to take care of her. So here you can see both Johnsy and Sue were very good friends. They were close friends and they shared an apartment. They lived together. Both Sue and Johnsy were poor. They somehow managed their food. For Johnsy's medicine, they had to sell their paintings and save some money. So here both Sue and Johnsy were poor and they really had money for their own food. So now Johnsy is ill. She had pneumonia. So for her medicine, Sue and Johnsy decided to sell their paintings and save some money for her medicines. Now Johnsy was completely on bed. Outside the window of Johnsy's room, there was an ivy vine on the wall. Due to the strong windy nights, the leaves of the vine fell one after another. Johnsy used to rest all the time, and just outside her window there was an ivy vine. And the leaves of that vine fell one after another on strong windy nights. Johnsy connects her life with the leaves of ivy vine. She decides that when the last leaf drops, she will die too. She assumes the last leaf as her life. Her friend Sue gets disturbed while knowing this. She tells Johnsy to stop thinking about all this, and by saying that she closes the curtains. On the next day, Sue visited a doctor and described Johnsy's condition to him. The doctor said that Johnsy herself has lost the will to live. She herself now don't want to recover. The only thing Sue could do for Johnsy is giving her hope and encouragement for living a better life. Now every day, Johnsy continues to count the leaves and waits for her last days. In the same apartment, there lived an elderly frustrated artist named Burman. He sometimes works as an artist's model. He has made no paintings since long time, but wants to create his own masterpiece. Burman, on his visit to Johnsy, came to know how she reacted at the falling leaves, which she looked upon through the window from her bed. He understood how Johnsy would expect the last leaf to drop on that frosty windy night. Johnsy said how that would be her last night as well. During the windy night, Johnsy expected the last leaf to fall, and she believed that she would also die the next day. The next morning when Johnsy woke up, she surprisingly saw the last green leaf in the creeper still appeared on the wall. All of a sudden, her condition improved magically. She came out of the killing apathy. She regains her will to live and makes a full recovery. Man, that's really good. And after that, on that afternoon, when Sue was talking to Johnsy's doctor about her recovery and all, she came to know about Burman. The doctor said that Burman suddenly came down with pneumonia and at present he is being taken to the hospital. Yesterday night, a janitor found Barman wet and helpless in pain. He found a ladder, a lantern, some scattered brushes, and a palette with green and yellow colors on it. The doctor said so. Look out the window, dear. At the last ivy leaf on the wall. Didn't you wonder why it never fluttered or moved when the wind blew? Ah, darling, it's Barman's masterpiece. He painted it there the night that the last leaf fell. So here comes the story, guys. The last leaf that Johnsy saw was not a real leaf. It was the painting of Barman. It was Barman's masterpiece. Barman drew the leaf for Johnsy. So there is in the story the general theme of death and dying, but the leaf can be taken for a symbol which means life. That way the story shows the triumph of life over death. The story provides the age-old human wisdom that life could always prove stronger against the force of death and pessimism. The story is on the theme of death, but it concludes by asserting the victory of life with the painted leaf, which conveys the illusion of life in its symbolic implications. So thank you, friends. Thanks for watching. Hope it will help you.